Then, and we can say this at the same time. I'm going to give you a 3, 2, 1 countdown. Then we're going to say, might I suggest? You ready?
All right.
All right. Then 3, 2, 1.
Might I suggest?
Might I suggest? Might I suggest? Hi, I'm Alex from Might I Suggest a Game, a channel devoted to helping you find your perfect board game. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different. For the first time ever, I'm not the one giving the suggestions. When I was at Origins, I got a chance to interview a ton of really awesome people from a bunch of different publishers, and I got them to make their own suggestions for the channel. So today's episode will be the first of a series that I'm calling Might You Suggest? Oh my gosh, so clever. Anyways, I'm super excited to share these suggestions with you, but before we start, there's a couple of things that I wanted to mention. First of all, if you're watching this before October 17th, there's still time to enter into my Juicy Fruits giveaway. Go watch my previous video to see more details on that one. The next thing to mention is that I'd love your feedback on this new format. I really enjoyed doing these interviews and other convention coverage, and I want to know if you guys liked it too. Let me know what you think about this new type of content down below in the comments, and while you're there, don't forget to hit subscribe and that little bell button so you can get notified when I post new content. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Let's jump into some of these suggestions. Will one of these suggested games be the perfect game for you? Let's find out, shall we? Today I'm here with Ray. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself, Ray?
Yeah, sure. So I am one of Check Games Edition's new in-house content creators. I'm going to be handling all of their community via Twitch and Discord. I'm brand new to the company, but I'm very excited to be here.
Very cool. Well, it's great to meet you, Ray. What game will you be suggesting for the viewers today?
I will be suggesting Galaxy Trucker, which is actually one of our older titles. It was one of the first games we published back in 2006 and 2007, but we have given it a fresh facelift and a fresh coat of paint for new people who are just getting into board games, so I think it's a very good game to be suggesting right about now.
Awesome. So tell us, what is different about this version of Galaxy Trucker?
Yeah, so it's the same core amazing game. We've just made it more affordable, accessible, and approachable for the average person getting into gaming. So we cut the price, we shortened the core gameplay loop so it plays in a quicker time. The rule book is revamped, the artwork is more friendly and appealing. So yeah, it's mostly just an aesthetic overhaul. There are a couple of gameplay changes, but it's the same thing if you're familiar with the original. Same great game that we published 15 years ago, just in a new package.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm really loving the bits. I think the bits are a really nice touch. And the whole thing looks really great. So how would you describe this game in one sentence?
In one sentence, I would say Galaxy Trucker is a game about watching something you love get destroyed, because that is what this game is about. It's about building a ship and watching it get blown up.
Oh my goodness. Wow, that is the most descriptive thing I think I've heard all day.
I'm glad. It sounds a little intense, but it's not inaccurate, so.
So, if you want to see something you love get destroyed, then might I suggest Galaxy Trucker. Today I'm here with Clay. You want to tell a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm Clay Ross with Capstone Games. We started back in 2015, so been doing it for about 6 years now, and have a nice offering of different games out there for pretty much anybody in the family.
Awesome. That's awesome. So, what game from Capstone Games will you be suggesting to the viewers today?
Absolutely, without a doubt, Juicy Fruits. It is our newest in our family line of games. So.
Very cool. So, tell me a little bit. I've heard really great things about Juicy Fruits. It's definitely in the hotness right now. So tell me a little bit more about what makes Juicy Fruits so good.
Well, the rules are dead simple. You've got your own little island, and you're sliding a token, and you collect the fruit, and then you can spend the fruit to get businesses that are unique to you, that give you special abilities, or clear off more space on your island so that you can slide the token even further to get more fruit. So.
Very cool. It seems really simple mechanic. I love the components. One of the things that really interested me was this sliding mechanic. Did you get any inspiration of that from sort of mobile games or anything like that?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't design it, but I'm pretty sure the guy that did design it, Christian Store, that bricks, the sliding game where you're trying to get the puzzle out. Yeah, I'm assuming that's where that came from, but it's a unique element that hasn't been done before in a board game, and people love it, man.
Yeah, I'm always looking for new mechanics in the game, so I'm really excited about this one. So, like I mentioned before, hardest question in the interview, can you describe Juicy Fruits in one sentence?
In one sentence. Here we go. It'll be a short one. Slide token, get fruit.
I keep it juicy. I eat that lunch.
Slide token, get fruit. You hear it here first. So, if you're looking for a really beautiful game with a really interesting sliding mechanic,
that's totally different from anything you've played before, then
Might I suggest Juicy Fruits?
I'm here with Chad. You want to tell our viewers about yourself, Chad?
Hey there, Chad Elkins, 25th Century Games.
Very cool. So, Chad, what game would you be suggesting for us today?
So today I would suggest for y'all Jurassic Parts. So Jurassic Parts, you are a paleontologist going out into your field assignment. You have this huge slab of rock in front of you. And what you're trying to do is unearth fossil tiles, collect them, and then assemble them to basically just build dinosaur bones. And who doesn't like to build dinosaur fossils? And you got amber in here as currency, and you've got like interactions you can do with the field leader. Really nice little area enclosure set collection game. Very easy to understand and jump right in, and beautiful artwork from Andrew Bosley and a fantastic game design from Kevin Lansing.
Very cool, yeah. I've been hearing a lot of great things about this game, so I appreciate you suggesting it. Can you summarize this game in one sentence?
Collect dinosaurs, fossils, score points. Win big.
Wow, that's beautiful. I love that. Incredibly concise. You know, you gotta love it. So, if you want a little dinosaur bone collection game, if you're looking for a dinosaur bone collection game, you want to go back to the land before time, you really want to get into this amazing art and really, really awesome game, then
Might I suggest Jurassic Parts?
Today I'm here with Danny. Danny, why don't you tell everyone a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I'm the marketing manager for Pandasaurus Games, which means I handle a lot of things, including social media, review copies, conventions, and much more.
Very cool. Very nice to meet you, Danny. What a pleasure it is to be here at the Pandasaurus booth here at Origins. So, what game will you be suggesting to the viewers today?
Today, we'll be suggesting Machikoro 2.
Very cool. So, tell us a little bit about Machikoro 2. What's different from the original Machikoro? Classic game.
That is the question to ask. So we've got some quality of life changes, meaning you can roll 1 or 2 dice from the beginning. You get coins if you're broke, keeping things moving along. But we also got this variable market, which will be random each game and keeps every game you play different.
That's great. I love the increase in replayability. The second dice is always great. You know, that's an interesting mechanic that I think will start to open it up and make it a little bit easier for everybody to join in. What's the player count for this game?
It's 2 to 5 players, which is increased from the original, which was 2 to 4.
Perfect. And what do you think would be the ideal amount of players to play this with?
The more the merrier. I like it at 5. It plays super fast at 2, but with 5 you get everyone's cards activating and popping off, and it's a little bit more chaotic and fun.
I like a chaotic game. I love a chaotic game. So, can you describe Machikoro 2 in one sentence? Can you do it?
I think so. This is a quirky, cute tableau builder with dice activation.
Perfect. So, if you're looking for exactly that, a quirky, cute tableau builder that is based off a classic but has implemented some really awesome changes that have made it even better than the original, then might I suggest Machikoro 2. Who am I talking with today?
I'm Scott Penny. I'm working with Arcane Wonders for Origins this year and just teaching games to people.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Scott. So, what game are you going to be suggesting to our viewers today?
I have really enjoyed playing Four Gardens. It's right there if you want to grab one copy to show people. But it's a resource management, hand management sort of a game where you have this lovely pagoda right in the middle, and it got resources on it. And when you play a card, you can either play a card to build it and build this panoramic, kind of like, what's the vacationing game? Tokaido.
Oh, I love Tokaido. One of my favorites.
Things that you can do there is you can stop at these places and paint your picture, right? Yeah. Well, this whole game is about getting your landscape painted or constructed, right? So you get resources by turning the pagoda. So each level of the pagoda has 0, 1, 2, or 3 resources on it. You have limited space for those resources in front of you, and when you play a card, it will show you where you can turn the pagoda, and then which direction you're going to be gathering resources from, either from the top or from the bottom. and you really got to manipulate that pagoda and hope that your opponents won't mess you up with the pagoda in the middle. And the pagoda is built randomly each time, so the resources that were scarce in one game might be plentiful in another game.
Very, very interesting. So it's a little bit abstract, a little bit of resource management, a lot of different things combined.
It's very pretty. It's got a nice table presence. People that I've played with have really enjoyed the style.
And what's the player count again?
4.
Plays to 4. Awesome. Well, can you describe Four Gardens in one sentence for me?
One sentence. My landscaping crew is better than your landscaping crew.
I love that. I love that. So, if you're looking for a game about landscaping, a beautiful game about Japanese landscaping that you can really get into with up to 4 players, then might I suggest Four Gardens. Today I'm here with Tim. You want to talk about yourself a little bit, Tim?
Yeah, I'm Tim Virnig. I'm from Thunderworks Games, a brand ambassador, and we're here at Origins 2021, showing off all the great games that we have from Thunderworks this season.
Amazing. Well, great to meet you, Tim. And the question, the $1 million question, right, is what game would you suggest to our viewers today?
So I would suggest to anyone who loves playing a cooperative game, Role Player Adventures. This game is coming out in the next month or so for retail. We're just hitting our Kickstarter backers. It is a game that plays up to 4 players in a campaign style, choose your own adventure narrative style. So, hey, you take your character that you rolled up in Role Player and you take it on an adventure. And depending on the choices that you make, the game is going to unfold over 12 adventure books, each adventure book lasting up to 2 hours. There's a lot of content in there for people to play.
So awesome. I know that there's a lot of sort of campaign style that's very popular genre right now. What sets Role Player Adventures apart from those games?
What I think sets it apart is that you can take the character from Role Player that people have already, loved that game and take it into the adventure. But even if you don't have Role Player, you can still play Role Player Adventures with one of the pre-generated characters. What I think is different about it from other campaign-style games is the story. The story is so immersive. The 2 writers that we have are both creative writers, PhD creative writers. So the story is amazing. It's like a novel set to an adventure.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So now this is the toughest question in the interview. How would you describe Role Player Adventures in one sentence?
A true epic adventure.
Wow, that's beautiful. So, if you're looking for a true epic adventure in the Role Player universe, then
might I suggest Role Player Adventures.
Thanks so much for sticking around for this episode of Might You Suggest. Let me know if you like the format and if I should do more interviews. I always love to hear from my subscribers, so if you have any thoughts on this video or any videos that I should do next, drop them below in the comments. Thanks so much to everyone who supported the channel so far. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so I can keep growing this channel and keep helping you find the perfect board game. Once again, this has been a Might I Suggest a Game production, and I'm Alex, your board game sommelier, signing off.